Good morning, sir. Today, I will make a video presentation about final assessment. A sea captain, ship's captain, captain, master, or ship master is a high-grade license who holds ultimate command and responsibility of a merchant vessel. The captain is responsible for the safe and efficient operation of the ship, including its seaworthiness, safety and security, cargo operations, navigation. One of the most important ranks among deck officers is that of a chief officer, the head of deck department of the ship. She or he is one of the four management level officers on the ship who report directly to the captain and his or her second in command after the master of the ship. In my personally, being a captain is one of the greatest honors an athlete can receive. Yet, many athletes take this honor for granted and do not understand the significance of their responsibilities as captain. In fact, in some situations, captain may be selected because they are popular among their peers rather than being a suitable candidate for the captaincy. Athletes should take the captain's role very seriously and put some truth on what it means to be an effective captain. The career, however, shall be liable for losses and damages arising from the causes mentioned in foregoing article if it is proved that they occurred on account his negligence or because he did not take the precautions usually adopted by careful persons, unless the shipper committed fraud in the bill leading, making him believe that the goods were of a class or quality different from what they really were. If, notwithstanding the prescription referred to in this article, the goods transported run the risk of being lost on account of the nature or by reason of an unavoidable accident without there being time for the owners of the same to dispose thereof, the carrier shall proceed to their sale, pleasing them for this purpose at the disposal of the judicial authority or officials determined by special provisions. Chief officer is responsible for performing vessel navigation watch duties. She or he is responsible for the entire cargo operation in ports, which includes loading, unloading, and cargo planning. She or he is the in charge for maintenance of cargo, gears, and cargo carried on board ship. One of the critical tasks performed by the chief officer is the accountability of the stability of the ship. She or he is responsible for the maintenance of the ship's hull and accommodation. All the life-saving and firefighting appliances of the vessel comes under the responsibility of the chief officer. The duties include the administration task of including and distributing work to the crew. She or he has to build up the coordination with other departments and take part in conflict resolution. She or he is responsible for garbage management for the deck and accommodation part of the ship. She or he is in charge of the ballast and the ballasting operation done on board. Specific duties and responsibilities vary by vessel but typically include deck department management, navigation, withstanding, cargo operation, safety and firefighting operations, environmental protection, as well as acting as a vessel security officer and medical officer. Deck department management duties include purchase, ordering, managing personnel, and purchasing budgets. And what schedule managing preventive maintenance schedules and identifying maintenance projects. Navigation, withstanding responsibilities include voyage plan implementation, position, plotting, collision avoidance, traffic management, and emergency response. Cargo operation responsibilities include the safe loading, discharging, and stowage of cargo, ballast operations, stability, and management of hazardous cargoes, cargo handling equipment, maintenance, inspection, and certificates. Medical officers are responsible for medical case response and management, medical supplies, and inventory, as well as training the crew on first aid. Environmental protection responsibilities include the implementation, maintenance, training, and drilling of the garbage management plan, shipboard oil pollution emergency plan, vessel general permit, and other regulations. Vessel security officers are responsible for the implementation, maintenance, training, and drilling for the vessel security plan, the International Ship and Port Facility Security Code, and Maritime Transportation Security Act. Safety and firefighting operational responsibilities include the supervision of the maintenance of equipment, response, proficiency, and training of the crew. Every role has clear responsibilities that fit with the position. It's important to understand the meaning of the terms when considering the importance of rules and responsibilities. This will ensure that everyone can perform their job efficiently. Supervisory personnel for the purpose of licensure means superintendents, principals, and professionals, employees who devote 50% or more of their time to administrative or supervisory duties over other personnel and includes athletic coaches. The chief engineer is the manager of the engineering department and is responsible for the engine rooms, efficient operation, and the operation of all mechanical equipment on the ship. In this respect, the chief engineer shoulders much responsibility for the safe and continued running of the ship. However, it is important to note that will the chief engineer has control and decision-making powers for the engineering department. The overall charge of the engine rooms lies with the master to whom the chief engineer reports. Like other seafaring roles, the chief engineer can often be on board a ship for about 24 weeks between sea voyage, depending on the company and the contracts. The chief engineer is the most senior licensed member of the engineering department who oversees the machinery and equipment of the vessel. Typically, the chief engineer ensures machinery and equipment are functional, assesses fuel, lube, oil and other consumables needs, updates supplies inventories, complies with rules and regulations, prepare the engine room for inspection, and supervises the engine crew. Engineers are responsible for operating and maintaining a vessel's propulsion and auxiliary system and other tasks, depending on their rank, including responsibilities for main engines, boilers, fuel, storing mechanisms, feed systems, electrical, refrigeration systems, sewage, treatment, lube oil, standing watch in the engine room, directing and supervising unlicensed crew, recording and reporting on the engine's performance, rank range from 5th classes engineer to 1st class engineer in Canada, and 3rd assistant engineer to 1st assistant engineer in the United States, with responsibilities increasing from one rank to the other. A chief engineer takes charge of an entire engineering department, leading a team as they complete various projects. Chief engineers work alongside other engineers and technicians, approving designs, calculating costs, negotiating contracts, and executing plans safely and efficiently. Supervision Supervision is a workplace activity in which a manager oversees the activities and responsibilities of employees he manages. It is an important job function for managers at all levels throughout your company. Coaching, training, and employee development are among the common responsibilities assumed by a supervisor. Consciously defining each person's role, their responsibilities, and success criteria within the team can have an instant positive impact. It ensures that everyone knows what they're doing. It sounds simple, but when roles are clear, people know what to expect of them, how to behave, and what they need to accomplish.